What's going on, everyone? It's time for another beer review here on Best Beers in Me. Beer reviews from Maine, New England, and beyond. Sticking in Maine today, we've got a special one. I don't know if you can see the little Stay Puft fire going on there. It is bourbon barrel aged. The Willette Bourbon barrel aged. Peanut butter Stay Puft. Limited to 720 bottles. That only went to the Bottle Society members. I happen to be one. The year this came out, you were as well. And it's a 13.1%.
How long have we had this beer?
Ouchie, ouchie. Oh, about a year and a half. So, right, come out in 2020. Yep. This was Imperial Stout with marshmallow and peanuts aged in Willette Bourbon barrels for 11 months and 29 days. Special Bottle Society bottle only. This beer alone might have made it worth being part of the Bottle Society. We'll see.
I don't know. They've had some good ones.
I know my buddy Andy Snow wants to trade for one, and I think I have 2 more bottles kicking around somewhere. So that may happen. Ooh, smell that right out of the bottle.
Whole peanuts for days.
Yeah, hopefully that will translate well to the beer itself.
So my mom used to drink Pepsi with peanuts in it.
Pepsi with peanuts?
She would get a bottle of Pepsi and pour a bag of peanuts. That's exactly what that smells like, the peanuts for days. That's kind of nostalgia for me.
So my grandfather used to eat a lot of peanuts out of the Planters can. And I think he liked Pepsi, but that might have just been my Uncle Ron. Drank Pepsi for days.
So that's not even peanut butter for me. That's straight up peanuts.
This is enough. We could have shared this with a third person. But since you're not here, you'll just have to watch us.
So we're just going to drink it, the two of us.
Enjoy it. Bottle number 686 of 720.
Oh, the peanuts. That's nuts. Literally. No pun intended.
It's a little too full.
Oh,
I do smell the peanuts.
Yes, it's like roasted peanuts. So, you know those Spanish peanuts you used to get with like the skins on them? That's what that is for me. Oh, that's amazing. I am so hoping that the flavor is like the nose.
I'm getting sweetness. Peanuts. I'm getting fluff, marshmallow.
So the nose is unreal.
I'm getting dark beer.
Well,
that's what it is.
There, you can't see it. That's a very dark beer.
I'm getting boozy beer.
I don't get boozy. I get nuts. I get like Spanish peanuts.
I'm getting all of it. Everything you're supposed to get in this beer.
Yeah. I am so hoping that the flavor, the taste is like as amazing as the nose.
We'll see.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Oh, good Lord. That is amazing.
That's pretty good.
It is peanuts, dark chocolate, and marshmallow. End of story.
And it is. It's like a peanut butter.
That is unreal.
Peanut butter, marshmallow, dark beer. And that's what it's supposed to be.
That is amazing.
I don't know how much barrel I'm getting on it.
We may not trade one of those. Sorry, Andy.
It's hard to tell about the barrel. Because the sweetness tends to overpower.
I don't get a whole lot of sweetness. I get a dark chocolate,
get
a dark bitter chocolate, marshmallow, maybe a little bit of vanilla, and a ton of peanuts. And I don't get peanut butter. I get peanuts.
So I'm getting booze. I'm getting sweetness. And I'm getting peanuts. You don't get sweetness?
I get a dark bitter chocolate.
Really?
With some vanilla, marshmallow, and a ton of peanuts.
Well, the marshmallow doesn't come across.
And I don't get, I get a little bit of the burn on the back end, but I don't know what it is with me tonight, but I'm not getting the booziness like you are.
Oh, the booze is there.
That might be an issue. Really. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
It's not as thick as I thought it would be. Most of this, maybe it is thick, I can't talk. Most of the Stay Puft varieties really are thick because they used to be made with roasted marshmallows, and that was when it was the best. I get that it's hard to do for bigger batches, so now they go with the fluff out of the buckets. I get it, but the beer eats the fluff. Like, it turns into the beer, which is crazy, but it does.
For me,
so most of them are thicker than this. This one doesn't. It's kind of thick though.
All right, so for me, I have to say, and I'm going to put this right out there before we do anything on Untapped, whatever. The bodiness of the beer, the mouthfeel of the beer, the nose on the beer, and the flavor on the beer from the first time it touches my tongue until the finish, 100% a 5 for me.
You're loving it.
I really am. Like, this is everything that I was hoping for. So good.
So to me, I had several pours of the original peanut butter Stay Puft that will never, ever, ever be matched. I'm sorry. That was like, I don't remember what year that was. 2016 or some 15. And we did a great review, in my opinion. We lost about half it because didn't realize the battery had ran out. And I think I was in the middle of talking about how the original peanut butter Stay Puft will never be matched.
Well, because they did like actually roasted marshmallows.
They really actually roasted marshmallows. So, in the original peanut butter Stay Puft, I had like 3 pours of it out of a growler that Tom had, my buddy, and I kept sneaking the pours because it was unreal. They had chocolate and they had peanut butter, and everyone's like, "Oh, mix them together, it's like a Reese's." No, I just went straight peanut butter because it was so good. And they're never gonna match that again because they don't make small enough batches where they actually care to have a party where everyone toast the marshmallows over an open fire.
But for me, this isn't peanut butter.
No, I get it.
It's like the Spanish red roasted peanuts. That's what I get. There's no peanut butter per se in this for me. But it's the peanuts.
Right, and they actually use real peanuts.
And that's what I get.
Most breweries don't use real peanuts because it makes oily beer and no head retention, which this does.
So there's head retention. It's not oily, and I get
there's
the
no
whole
head retention.
Well, it's not a ton, but for me,
a lot of big barrel aged beers there isn't anyway. So I get why they don't care.
Right?
They're like, screw it.
For me, this isn't peanut butter. This is like 100% peanuts. I when I read the reviews on this prior to our video, everybody said it's peanuts. It's not peanut butter. They were not wrong.
No, I understand.
I don't get the peanut butter. So there's a difference. So you get your peanut butter and you get your peanuts. For me, I get the red roasted Spanish peanuts. That's what I get. And it's amazing. They nailed it. I would give it a 5 all day long.
To me, it's just because I'm spoiled. It's never gonna be what it was.
But see, I didn't have the experience that you had back in 2015, 2016.
Right. So you just love what it is.
And so I do. I love it for what it is, and I think they've done very, very well for what this is. And I would give it a 5.
I'm not saying they did. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying what I have experienced. This doesn't quite reach that level. It
does for me. 100%. I expected peanuts, and I got peanuts.
I'm not disappointed in you saying that. I'm glad that you love it. I love it. It's just, I know what it could be and what it used to be.
So for this, we have 2 bottles left. I would buy 3 more. and let them sit for a year
So
and then
I'm pretty
enjoy
sure
them.
I won't be trading the other 2 bottles. Sorry, Andy.
Probably not.
Not gonna happen.
Because this is really good for me.
I don't know if it's good for you.
Well,
13% beer is probably
I like
good
it.
for you.
I don't drink a ton of beers, so the 13% doesn't hurt
I know
me.
what you mean. It's,
Yeah.
You
I
really
drink
like
in
it.
moderation, and I really like this. Although, Andy's a pretty good guy, and I really respect all his reviews on Bangor Beer Lovers, so we have 2 left. I might trade 1.
Well, he'd have to give us something really good.
I would probably trade 1.
It'd have to be really good. He'd have to UPS up a bunch of good beer.
I think Andy, I've only met him once, and I think I met him at Allagash, the very first time I'd ever been at a brewery.
Yeah.
And we ran into him at Allagash in Portland, if I'm not wrong.
I ran into Allagash, I ran into Bessel.
So,
I think I've run into
correct me if I'm
Barrel
wrong.
Souls.
Did we meet him the very first time? I thought so. Nice guy, great guy.
He is a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a fellow delivery driver
Mhm.
for a different company. And
So respect.
respect. Definitely respect the delivery drivers
Right.
out there bringing you all kinds of good stuff every
Absolutely.
day. So getting back to this beer, I would love to love it.
But I do.
Instead, I'm just going to really like it a lot.
Yep, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna give it a 5.
'Cause I know what
So
it
like
should
Barrel
be.
Souls, you nailed it. You get a 5 for me all day long.
And we'll go with that. I mean, that's fine. I just know what it could really be. And that wasn't even the bourbon barrel aged, that was a regular Stay Puft peanut butter Stay Puft. The original one. From whatever year, 2016 or 17. I'd have to look it up. But I can't because we got this picture up here for our background. And if I touch my phone, that goes away. Notice that bottle with the peanut butter. It doesn't look like peanut butter, but that's what it is. Took
Looks
it
like
off
butter.
of Facebook.
There
Well,
we
I mean, you know.
go. No. It looks like Holton Farms better. 100%.
Shout out Holton Farms. Speaking of Holton Farms Barreled Souls, we did a beer with them, Tom and I. Brewed a beer. It was
I
supposed to be
remember.
Holton Chocolate Milk. I don't remember what we called it. I guess we just called it Holton Chocolate Milk Stout. That was for Black Fly Brew Fest. back
I
in the
remember.
day. Anyways, that was a fun time with Matt, Chris, and JC, who's no longer there, but
So is JC
he's back at
Bissell?
Yeah, he
I
went
thought
from
so.
Bissell to Barrel Souls,
back to
back
Bissell?
to Bissell. I don't know if he went there to steal their secrets. Or,
I don't think so.
No,
I think JC is a good guy.
He did. But what I gotta say is I do love this beer, but I just pine, I yearn for that original flavor that I don't think I'll ever get again. However, here's a spoiler alert for all you people out there watching. In 2022, Peanut Butter Stay Puft does make a return. You watch, it's going to happen. Because Balls Society members got to vote on what one of the variants would be. And thank God, the majority of Balls Society members agreed with me that it should be Peanut Butter Stay Puft.
And are you a bottle society
And I'm going to
member?
throw out the challenge to Matt and Chris that they should try to make it like the original. As close as they can. I am a Balls Society member. And I will get it. The max I can get. And if it's like the OG, I'll trade. I'll get all my max and trade for everyone else's.
So you should add me as a member.
There is a deal where we can pay money. I think it's like $5 grand
for a couple
to brew our
years
own
I had a membership, and then
beer. If I could brew it like the original Peanut Butter Stay Puft, I would. And I would drink half of it and trade half of it for every beer in the whole world that I wanted because that's how good it was.
Yeah.
Shout out Matt and Chris and everyone that helped you do that. It was that good. But they do shortcuts now.
Okay, so they're still amazing. So let me
Because
say
they
this.
have to, and I get it.
Okay, so let me say this. I give it a 5. I think they're amazing. I did not get what you got back in the day. But for what I thought this was going to be, this was perfect. On spot.
When you just take the fluff of the buckets and put it in the beer, it doesn't quite do what roasted.
But I didn't have that,
Marshmallows
so I had
did.
nothing to compare that with.
I know, but I did. That's the problem.
Right?
Anyways, let us know if you've had this. Comment down below. We'll talk about the beer. Comment if you've had any Stay Puffs. We'll talk about any Stay Puffs.
Like and subscribe.
We have many varieties of Stay Puft in our cellar. that we'll probably review quite a few of them on the channel. I'm a Stay Puft fan.
Me too.
Probably it's not been very good to my health overall that I drink beers like that, but I sure as hell love them.
They're amazing.
Did we do the Untapped? I can't remember. I don't think. I think that was before the.
We'll do it again, just in case.
So 306 friends on, or no, 306 overall on Untapped, check in at a 4.58. A pretty high score. So they're respecting the beer. Only 2 friends of ours checked into this beer, again because it's very limited. They gave it a 4.25, and that's because Jesse White gave it a 5, and some other girl gave it a 3.5, saying chemical shitstorm.
I can tell you who it was.
Yeah.
Can I tell you who it was on here?
Sure.
Haley.
Haley? Her name wasn't Haley.
She gives everything a very low score.
Who's Haley?
I don't know, but it's on Untapped, and everything is very low. Like, I disagree.
I don't have a friend named Haley. You must.
I must, but everything,
she
like...
She gives you a low score?
On everything. Like, I totally disagree on
who's
everything.
Haley? And if you're out there, listen, let's talk about why you give all the beers low scores.
Yeah.
This, I think, her name was Christy K. And she gave it a 3.5.
Not who I thought it might be, because it's Haley, and everything is a low score.
Maybe
like,
Christy K, whoever that is, remembers the original and knows that
possibly.
It was so much better.
There you go.
Like me.
There you go.
But overall, what can you say? It's a Stay Puft variant. It's obviously a damn good beer. As we said, maybe we said it. No, this is in the other review with the apples to apples. Barrel Souls loves the adjuncts. They love throwing different stuff in their beer. There's a Twix beer that was delicious.
Oh, that was amazing.
One of my probably favorites they ever did was a double butterfingered beer instead of double butterfingered. Eat My Shorts, it was called.
I didn't have that.
I think I still have one, and if I do, I'll review one on here and show everybody what that is.
Tonight?
No, not tonight. It's another big beer from Barreled Souls. That's the problem with these. You can't have too many of them in a night.
So what I'm going to say is we're going to end this on this. He loved this. I give this 5%. Comment below what you think, and like and subscribe.
You don't have to love our channel, just like it. She loves the beer. You need to like the channel, subscribe, follow our beer journey through Maine, New England, and beyond.
Absolutely.
A lot of Maine. Maine's a big state, though. It's a lot of country roads. We're going to go all through it all. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.